Greetings. Welcome to Marth Make a Racist Famous. Thank you for being here with us to take a look at a story that um, I waited purposely to share because I wanted to see if it would get the national attention that it so desperately needs. And I still haven't seen it circulated enough, and it needs to be. If you are new here, welcome. If you are a returning subscriber, thank you for being here again. I appreciate you subscribing. I know that this content is a lot to take in, as it is a lot to have to report and deal with on my end as well. So thank you for that. The story that we're going to take a look at today has to do with something I would have thought we would be done talking about in 2024, but we're not. We're talking about lynching. The young man that is in the backdrop of this video is Javion Magee. Javion's family member, the young lady that's speaking in the video, shared this content on her TikTok page, which is Scotty Primping. And I highly recommend you guys go take a look at her page because she did provide an update where she shared she's not the family spokesperson, but she is still calling attention to the happenings of her cousin. It is 2024, and this is something that is still happening, and the authorities are trying to brush it under the rug. So I'm going to go ahead and stop talking because I'd like for you guys to hear this straight from her mouth and then make your determinations on how you'd like to help, whether you're going to reach out to the authorities of the city, the town, the county where this happens, whether you're going to share this video, this content, whether you're going to speak about it yourself. Please do. Let's make this something that absolutely becomes national news.
It would have been 22. He was found hanging from a tree in Henderson, North Carolina yesterday. He drove trucks, so that was his reason for even being out there. The police officers are trying to say that he went to Walmart and purchased a rope and hung himself. We obviously don't believe that, and we are just asking for your help to push his story out there. This isn't covered on any local platforms. No news stations, radio, none of that. So we're trying to push it out there. We really need your help. The police officers in the coroner's office are giving us a hard time, not allowing his mom to identify the body. At one point, they told her she can't identify the body due to COVID. And then the next day, today, they told her the father has to give her permission. Hey y'all, I would have never thought I had to make this kind of post on my TikTok, but my family desperately needs your help. This is my little cousin, Javion Magee. He's from Chicago, Illinois. He was 21 years old and would have been 22 in a few weeks. He was found hanging from a tree in Henderson, North Carolina yesterday. He drove trucks, so that was his reason for even being out there. The police officers are trying to say that he went to Walmart and purchased a rope and hung himself. We obviously don't believe that, and we are just asking for your help to push his story out there. This isn't covered on any local platforms. No news stations, radio, none of that. So we're trying to push it out there. We really need your help. The police officers in the coroner's office are giving us a hard time, not allowing his mom to identify the body. At one point, they told her she can't identify the body due to COVID. And then the next day, today, they told her the father has to give her permission.
Whew. So the coroner is not allowing or would not allow identification of the body. Is that even allowed? Uh, so much about this is incredulous to me. I am sometimes you're at a loss for words, but you shouldn't be at a loss for words for things that should be a given. Normally, right? In normal circumstances, that's not something that happens, but for some reason, this is not a normal circumstance. I wonder why that is. If he was the cause of his own demise, why are you creating these barriers for his family? It just doesn't make sense. Now, does it? Um, the comments on the post speak to where's the footage from Walmart? Where is it? Where is the footage that shows that he did this to himself? I don't believe any of it. And the fact is that Henderson, North Carolina is more than likely a sundown town. It is a sundown town that this young man was driving a truck that he was using for work. So he was working, racism while working, driving while black, delivering. You know, if these places don't like black people, then maybe they shouldn't have the convenience of having their merchandise delivered to their towns. What is this? I'm not understanding how a person who's coming to bring something to make your life easier warrants him being strung up in a tree, you know? 2024. I don't even remember what year Billie Holiday's song Strange Fruit came out in, but every time I hear that song, I think about what was occurring back then and the fact that it's still occurring to this day. Yeah, it needs to cease. And I hope that her family gets the answers that they so desperately need. I hope that the people who did this to him are revealed and they can't rest. You know, I really wonder what racist people are thinking when the hatred is so deep down in their bones. Like, why? What's wrong with you? Hmm. I'm writing a book. I haven't really spoken a lot on it, but it should be finished soon. I'm still in the process of editing, but the book is on white narcissism and it speaks to why white people behave the way that they do and whether or not narcissism and racism are inherently a part of their being. And a lot of these acts, a lot of their rhetoric, a lot of their behaviors, it simply comes down to that. And they're they're interconnected. This young man shouldn't have lost his life for working. I'm sure he thought that he was going to make a delivery and then go on about his business, but his life was taken in this town and his family absolutely deserves answers. So again, thank you for being here. Marv, make a racist famous. Please feel free to share this video. Feel free to go to the young lady's TikTok and make your own content. His story deserves to be put out into the world for them to see that this is still occurring in 2024. Take care, y'all.